Hi, welcome to the David Wilson Out and About YouTube channel. This video is part 2 of a paddle I'm doing today out on the non-tidal River Medway. It's called the Medway Canoe Trail. What I did, I put in quite early, about 8:30 at Yalding, and I paddled upstream to East Lock. This is taking over from a video I did, well, continuing from a video I did on Monday, where I paddled downstream from Tonbridge down to East Lock. So this part of the video will be the continuation downstream. Unfortunately, parking at East Lock is nigh on, well, it's impossible because it's in the middle of nowhere. So what I've had to do is park a couple of locks. Well, in Yalding there is a lock there, which is Hampstead Lock. I've had to park there, paddle up to actually do the return. It sounds a bit silly. It's a lovely paddle anyway, so you know, nothing lost. It's a day out. So right, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be paddling downstream from here. Let's push off. Next stop will be Oakware Lock. There is absolutely tons of Dragonfly and Dragonfly and butterflies on this right hand bank. It's absolutely beautiful to actually just stare over it and see them all going about their business. It's a very scenic, quiet stretch of river this, between these two locks. Hello, look at the beautiful Kingfisher. To the right, there he goes. Caught one. I really hope I caught that on film finally. I'm always saying there's the Kingfisher, and when I'm looking at the film myself I can't find it. Please let me know in the comments below if you actually did see the Kingfisher in the footage. It is so difficult to capture things that tiny on this camera. And it's so unusual, to be honest, for one to actually sit still that long when there's any form of craft approaching it. Colours were, oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Ooh. Little fight with Dragonfly flying in front of the camera there. So as I said earlier, I've just turned round at East Lock. I'm now paddling downstream to Oakware Lock. From Oakware, sorry, it's about 1¼ miles down to Sluice Weir Lock. There is absolutely no way on earth I will attempt that Canoe Pass. It's like going down the side of a mountain. So I'll portage there, and then it's through Stoneman Disused Lock, and then Yalding is about another 3/4 of a mile, I think, something in that region, and that's where I'm actually parked up. Yep, it's a good day to be out on the paddle. It does make you wonder how deep it is at this section, because there's reeds right out in the centre. So, yeah. Other than the birds, you can hear a pin drop. I'll come into a nice little shady bit, and I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to paddle really slow through it, just so I can cool down a bit. There's a little bit of a breeze under here as well. Probably send the camera exposure all over the shop, but I don't care. I need the shade. Well, I'm now approaching Oakware Lock. You can hear the weir, see the weir buoys on the left hand side. Our downstream canoe platform, the boat platform next to it. As I suppose those markers are shallow markers. I'm still debating whether to chance the Canoe Pass. Really am itching to do it. I've packed away everything that is not waterproof, and I'm really tempted. Shall I? Shan't I? That is the question. Yeah, let's do it. I've buggered a skeg up to get a new one for taking too much water. I empty it out. Saves me legs as well. This is a level 2, which says moderate. I'll tell you what, it's steep and fast flowing. I wouldn't want to do a 3. Here goes. Here goes nothing. Stuff lined up. Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Skeg did hit the bottom. Skeg very much hit the bottom, so I'll have to check out what damage there is to that when I exit the kayak at Sluice Weir Lock. Anyway, I did it. What do you think? Well, that was fun, although the skeg was definitely grounded out. So as I just said, I stopped recording because there was a large group of kayakers, paddle boarders and canoers coming up, so I just thought I didn't want to be intrusive, so I just stopped recording for a second. You've probably seen behind me now at the lock. Yeah, that was real fun. I didn't actually, I'm surprised I didn't take that much water in. And what I'll do for you IKs standing for inflatable kayaks, I will check the skeg out because I won't be doing the Canoe Pass at Sluice Weir, so I'll be able to check the skeg out for damage. There's going to be some damage, and this is, I believe, 7 inches. So on my larger craft, and I believe on some of the single person full drop stitch, they're 9-inch skegs, so you imagine there's another couple of inches, so it doesn't look like it's doable. What they normally do, they ground but then they bend, they go to like the right or left, and sort of it wears them down a bit, because some of these have got concrete bases, they're not all got brushes. So there you go. Anyway, we'll check it out once I get to the next lock. It saved me portaging, that's a fact, but it might have cost me a new skeg. Well, I'm gonna down paddle for a second. I'm gonna put my feet over the edge of the boat. That's the good thing about this. I can still paddle a little bit. The side chambers are only about 30mm, 12 inches round. So they're not that high up. So although you're actually sitting in the kayak, it's similar to a sit on top. So, you know, whereas the traditional kayaks without the drop sticks floor tend to have really huge round chambers on the side. and you're sitting quite low in them. This is a little bit different. So I've got my feet right over the edge, so sorry about the wobble on the camera. So what I can do, I can literally stretch my legs. If I had a ratchet on my seat, I could ratchet it back. Alright, let's have a drink. After the excitement of the Canoe Pass. Oh, yum yum. Oh. Messing about on the water. I won't give up my day job. For a time, when I first got this boat, when I first started paddling it, I was really struggling getting in and out. It doesn't really make sense because it's quite wide. I think it's about 85 centimeters in width, so it's got amazing stability when you're on the water. But because of because of the round chambers being quite small, if you're on a fixed canoe platform or pontoon, so it's not going up and down. You know, on the tidal ones, they tend to go up and down, and the water level's quite low. Trying to get the 3 points of contact to get into your kayak is literally nigh on impossible, because what you're doing, you've got your bum to the edge, you put your feet in, you've got your say your left hand on the bank, you're reaching over, but you're reaching so far down to try and actually reach the side chamber that you can't get. Well, you've got 3 points of contact. You've got one on the bank or the jetty, two in the kayak, but then you want to transfer it to the other side. So it was a bit of an issue. But what I found over the last few days, because I've been doing a lot of getting in and getting out the last few days, I found it easier that if I sit on the edge of the bank, put my feet in, and I put, say I'm out entering this side, I put my right hand flat into the seat and then I pivot. So I've actually got and bend my knees, obviously, which is difficult at the moment, because if you see my other video, I've got real problems with my knees at the moment. But bend your knees, get a real low sort of stance, and I just sit in. So a tip, if you've got a really wide kayak, even if it has got the big chambers, try it. Sit on the bank, feet in the kayak, left hand on the bank. It can be the complete opposite, obviously. Right hand leans down into the centre of the seat and pivot and lower. And you've literally got 4 points of contact. Now if the craft just slightly starts to slide away, you can just pull it back because you've got 4 points of contact. It works for me, and it's very, very quick to get in and out. So just a little tip there. Right, I've got to negotiate this downed tree. I think this is the one that's deceiving. It comes out a lot further just under the surface, so I'm going to come right round. You can see the ripple. I'm going to come right to this edge this time. That's it. That's cleared it. I want to go over to the right to get the shade, but I also want to cut the corner to reduce the distance. Worst of two evils. I do from time to time get a few questions, sometimes in the comments below the videos, but mainly through my Facebook page. I have a David Wilson Out and About Facebook page, which you're more than welcome to visit. It's got quite a lot of my tips and tricks and what works for me type articles on there, photographs, links to videos, etc. I also have a website, davidwilsonoutandabout.co.uk, which is more of a blog. Yes, it's a website blog, and I've been sharing stuff on that for years, even when I was doing more photography and aerial videography. So yeah, please pop along and visit it. The reason I brought this up was rather than, well, other than a plug, to plug my page and my website, is I got a question the other day in regard to my footage from Monday and the video I uploaded to YouTube on Tuesday, saying you paddle solo, who's your buddy that goes with you. Basically that was in relation to the fact that there's shots of me sort of what looks like I'm behind another boat, so there's a boat going along and I'm coming up behind it quite fast. There's shots, sort of drone type effect shots from the air, from above, and there's shots from the side as if someone's paddling along or on a boat beside me filming me. Yeah, I'm glad that the person thinks that that's what's happening, because that's the actual effect I want to get. But bottom line is, this is what it is. My new toy. And there it is. The Insta 360 X3 360 degree camera. I've got the Ulanzi Rode Wireless Go holder on the side, so I can actually connect my wireless mic up and use it for vlogging as well. It's actually on a 3-meter selfie stick. At the moment I'm trying to work out how to best use it. I'm struggling a bit with it because it's just very heavy when it's extended. Excuse me, I'm just trying to secure it down. Yeah, it's very heavy when extended, so I'll figure that out. I'll figure out what I want to do. You know, I'm trying to paddle and extend it and it's all over the place, but yeah, I'll get there with it. I also purchased the remote control that operates the Insta 360 camera range. Another £109 spent, but in all fairness, I've been trying it out today and it is absolutely invaluable. I mean, the problem is, if I'm extending this selfie stick out to 3 meters, I've had to switch the camera on, press record, then extend it out, then try and get it into position, and it's very awkward before I could even get any footage. So what I'm doing is taking an awful lot of time, it's taking a lot of battery life, and it's taking an awful lot of memory at 5.6K. So now I can literally operate it from the remote control, less editing as well. So yeah, it's early days with this camera and the remote, so bear with me, but you know, I'll slog it in. Eventually I'll get very good footage. There you go, I've extended the stick out to, it's just under 3 meters, and you should be able to see it. I hope you can, because I can't see the screen at the moment, out the front of the boat. So it's extending out for more or less my knees, across the bow, across the spray deck, the bow, and then out, and it's actually just located round about 5 or 6 inches off the water. Now I've left the cap on. It is waterproof with the mic cover and the charging cover shut. Obviously once you attach any external gadgets, or if you're charging it and you open the flap, it's not waterproof, so you can destroy it if it gets water in it. But at the moment it's completely waterproof. I can't remember the depth. So there it is. So it's out the front, so that's how I get my obviously forward low shots, and looking back at myself I can also, well, I can look anywhere. I can look down at the water, to the sky, 360 degrees. I've got the lenses, although I've got the cap on, the lenses with the cap off will be facing up and down, but I can literally, in the software, turn it anywhere in 360 degrees to get the shot I want. So there you go, clever bit of kit. Us boys and our toys, eh? A very large tree down there. I think you can probably just about see it. And I wanted to be under that when that went. Well, we're just forking left here, and then we fork right, and then we're literally on top of Sluice Weir Lock. And as I said, I'll portage for that one. I must admit, I need to stretch my legs now. It's not the paddle from East Lock down that I'm doing, it's the whole paddle. Obviously I have been at it. Yeah, I've been having odd 5-minute breaks when I portaged on the way up, but I'm feeling it in my backside now. Bum's numb. The wind picked up a minute ago, enough for me to pull my chin strap out and get that on in case my hat flew away. Died down a bit now though. Well, with the grinding of the skeg on Oakware, it's not affected the tracking, so even if it's scraped up, it's still perfectly functional. It's not exactly a part that needs to be kept pristine and shiny, is it? It's underneath the boat. As long as it's functional and it's the craft tracks correctly, then it's not an issue if it's a little bit scratched up and, you know, worn at the edge where it's gone over some concrete. But as I said, we will check it, because there's no way I'm going down this one. It's lethal. What I will do, once I've portaged, I might paddle round to it just so we can see it from sort of the ground level. Because I've never actually done that, I've never been round to it. I've only just seen from the top a couple of people go down, get in trouble. I've also seen some YouTube videos of people going down and getting in trouble. So one for me to avoid too much expensive kit on here as well. Oh, that wind's strong. Oh. Nearly there though. You can see the weir buoys directly ahead, and the canoe platform and boat platform is to the left of that. Canoe Pass is to the right. I'm not going to go too near it, I don't want to be pulled in, so I'm going to get over to the left. I know I'm a wimp, but I run the last one, so give me credit. I'd love to run them, saves my legs. Yeah, it's a grade 3 as well. Yeah, so it's the top grade on the route. Not for the faint-hearted. Right, let's get down to this platform, stretch my legs, get some movement back into my buttocks. They are aching. Oh, beautiful bird. Even here I can feel as if I'm being pulled sort of backward and to the right hand side. Yeah, it looks so calm. There we go. It's a shame there ain't a boat coming through. I could have piggybacked. That would be helpful. There we go. That's it. Oh, a couple of people. How dare they be out on a Friday? There we go. Lovely jubbly. I better stop for a drink. Had a sandwich. I've eaten all my food. I've eaten in two sort of sittings really. I had one sandwich at Sluice Lock. I've had another one at Sluice on the way back. As promised, well, I portaged. I bottled out. I wasn't going to do a grade 3. And what I've done, come over the other side of the lock, just come off the canoe platform. Now I'm just going to paddle around to where the weir and the Canoe Pass or Fish Pass is. I can already hear it. So there's the weir and the Canoe Pass is to the left hand side of it. That is real steep. I don't think it does it justice from here. Oh, there's some landing areas around here. I think I've seen some people fishing off of here before. Pike fishing. Yeah, because you could literally get out there. It's a high bank, it's just a bank for, I wonder if it's just access from the river. Looks like it, because that is really steep. It's been cut out. As I said, there is your Canoe Pass. It's about as close as I want to get. Right, let's turn around. Get in a calmer water. Continue onward downstream. Stone disused lock. Beautiful overhanging tree here. Yes, I got to go and hug it, or at least hug one of its branches. Cut right through the middle. Lovely shaded area under there. Hide away. Look at that, right through the middle. There you go. Oh, I see little fish looking in the water. Only little ones, tiddlers. Some of the dragonfly I'm seeing along this right hand bank, they're the size of helicopters. They're like Chinooks. Beautiful colours, absolutely huge. Oh, what a lovely section of river. There's that fishing sleep I see on the way down, and there's the calf I was talking about in the last video. I've never noticed it before, but there's a calf, and it's got a sign saying stop off, you know, bite to eat, cup of tea, coffee, whatever. And yeah, it looks like there's a load of canoes tied up. Let's go over there, have a look. See if we can have a quick read of the sign. Quite a few canoes there. Bridges Leisure. I'll have to look that up when I get home. I'll have to Google that. Private members only. In need of a rest and refreshment? Then come on up. Cap open Tuesday to Sunday, 9 to 5 PM. No motorised boats, please. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just noticed they're the kayaks that are there. They're the kit type, the fold up one, like origami kayak. Quite expensive, well, very expensive actually. Right, as you know, I went down the Canoe Pass at, what was that, Oakware Lock, wasn't it? And I definitely heard scraping. Well, when I got out at Sluice, I had a look, and there's absolutely, well, say absolutely no damage. There's just a couple of scratches right on the bottom of the skeg. What normally happens if the skeg's too long, and I've had it before, is that it will fold sideways, it will collapse, and then what it will do, it will grind it down as if you're sort of like, you know, sharpening it to a point. But so it must have literally been just on 7 inches deep, so there was no damage, nothing to repair. So, you know, I'm pleased with that. So anything under that size would whiz down there. But remember, that depends on the water level. You know, at the moment actually, because we're only just coming into the summer, this is very deceiving. But at the beginning of June, there was an awful lot of rain earlier on, and this river is still actually quite deep. It does actually lose a lot of height as we go into the summer. Trees down, bit of banks given way. Quite a rough old winter this one, or the last one. A lot of flood warnings from the Environment Agency, even to about three weeks ago. There's all sorts of warnings being emailed over to me, pinged over to me on the phone. My knees are beginning to ache. Well, they're not beginning, they are aching. I'm having to just take little breaks on the water and just bend them. Fortunate thing about this, I can sort of dangle one at a time over the side, which is fine. It's not straighten them, but it's straightening them that's causing the problems. And I'm not really able to bend them and use my core at the moment. I'm more or less just paddling on upper body. But in all fairness, I was out Monday. Last night, because I'm a martial arts instructor, I'm in martial arts schools, or we call them dojo, and I run my own European organisation. So I went down to my own personal dojo last night to sit on a panel with some boys. We call it grading, but you know, taking exams, grade exams, and thinking, oh well, you know, obviously I'll just sit there and watch them and give a bit of advice and then just judge them. Oh, I got proper involved. I was up, more or less forgot about my knees, so I think I may be getting the backlash from that today as well. But I overdid it last night. But you know, you can't help it. I can't just sit still and wallow in the fact that I've potentially got arthritis. I've got to get it sorted, and I've got to do what I can do, and I will do that. It's just in my nature. I never quit. It's quite open and exposed on this section. I'm getting a lot of headwinds, head-on winds and crosswinds. I just wish something would come up the iron and push me along a bit, but it's not to be. It's never my luck. If I had a sail, I'd be going backwards. For the last few minutes, I've had to put some serious effort in and keep a constant pace paddle, because as soon as I stop paddling, I start going backwards. Really, really blowy. Probably not quite coming out on the mic because of the dead cat, but yeah, really blowy. Head down, just go for it. Fingers crossed, get round the bend, it might calm down a little bit. We're actually approaching Yalding now, so not too far to go, so seems like it's the kill at the end, as is often the case. That's it. And I've got a good momentum going. Arms are tiring. Nice, stop for a minute. Oh. There's Yalding moorings to my right. Casual moorings. Some lovely houses to the left. Look at that weeping willow across the hanging across the river there, and there's the Boathouse pub. Never actually popped in there for a beer, but I will do one day. Right, well, I'm nearly back to the canoe platform at Yalding now, so what I'll do, there's probably quite a few people there putting in and getting out, so what I will do is actually close this video here. So yes, so that's the section from East Lock down to Yalding, going downstream, and hopefully I'll continue this in this direction to give everybody a better idea of the layout of the river. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been a smashing time out. It's now just approaching 3 o'clock and I've been on the water since 8:30, probably about half-hour break, so it's no wonder I'm a bit tired. My arms are tired, my knees are aching and my bum's numb, but it's all good. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, give it a thumbs up. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing, it's much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It motivates me to turn out these videos. Right, that's it for now. See you on the next video. Bye for now.